My name is Amy, and this is my channel, the Snow Canyon Stitcher. Today is January the 1st. Happy New Year's. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I didn't get around to doing a video on Christmas Day, but I hope you had a wonderful Christmas and that you're having a great day today. Today so everybody's doing whip parades, and I've done a whip parade before, but I wasn't sure why I was doing it. But now I think I have a better idea of why we do whip parades. And being that I probably should have done it before the 1st. I didn't know for sure if I should do a whip parade today in this video. But since it's so close to the 1st, I'm going to go ahead and share the whips that I have going, and then I'm going to share what I've been working on this past couple of weeks. And today I'm going to share the project bag bundle that we're going to do for the January project bag bundle giveaway, and just share a couple of things that I made the last couple of weeks, and just a couple of things I got for Christmas. So hopefully it's not going to be a really long video. I'm not used to doing long videos, but hopefully you won't have to suffer through a long video of mine, because I feel like sometimes I'm a little bit monotone, but hopefully it'll be okay. So we'll get started. I have a finish. I shared this last week, and I should have the name of it. I know it's Barbara Anna Designs, but this is the finish. I shared it last week, or my last floss tube, and I only had a little bit to go, and so I was able to finish that one. And my ideas of finishing it, I've actually been watching instructional videos on how to make paper mache boxes. So I'm gonna give it a go and see if I can make a circular box to put this on. So that's my idea. Whether I get around to doing that or not in the next month or so, I don't know. I may just end up putting it on, just buying a box, and I know I want to put it on a box and finish it that way. So, but that's my finish. That's the only finish I have. But I'm super enjoyed this pattern. It's a lot of fun to stitch. Yeah, so that's fun. Glad to get that one done. Okay, so what I've worked on, I have a new start. I've had this pattern for a little while, not a whole long time, but it is Love Abide by La Di Da. And so I was able to start that was it this past week? No, it was last week. I started on it last week. I don't think I stitched on it this week. But I did get this far on it. And I think I'm stitching this on, this is Weigart Antique Ivory. Yeah. And does it have the shop name that I got it from? No. I don't remember where I got it. But this is how much of a start. This is at the very bottom, and this is where it has the alphabet at the bottom. Let's see if it can focus in. It may not, but there's the alphabet. There's alphabets and numbers in the bottom. So that's how far I got on my start. And I actually had started it on the other side, and something was wrong. I can't remember why anyway, I double started it. But that's how far I am with it now, and I'm super loving it. It's such a pretty pattern. I just love this one. And I think, you know, I think this would be a good Valentine's stitch. Love Abode. So I will be working on that one. in February too. I'm gonna work on it this month, but January, but I'm also gonna work on it in February. So hopefully I'll have it done by then. The other thing that I worked on this week, this is also gonna be this is part of my whips. This past week I also worked on Stitchingly Ever After by Barbara Anna Designs. And I purchased this on Creative Poppy. I think I bought this one and the other pattern about the same time. The Santa one that I just finished. And I had started on this a couple of weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, but I didn't have much of the tree stitched. And so I've just been kind of savoring this. If you could tell right in here, my stitches don't look it's not very good coverage. I think that was one strand. I'm not wearing my glasses. Was it one strand? No, it's 2 strands, and I don't know how. I think I was pulling my stitches too tight, because when I realized it, I was watching Breaking Dawn. Oh, Breaking Dawn. And I just started not pulling. I felt like that's why there wasn't very good coverage, because I was using 2 stitches. What count is this? I'm doing this on 32 count platinum that I got from the Cross Stitch Nook on Etsy. And it felt like 2 strands should give it pretty good coverage. So yeah, I was thinking, well, maybe I'm pulling my stitches too tight. So I just started just loosely stitching, not pulling it, not actually giving it any tension whatsoever. And I think the coverage is better. So it was it was me. So that's how far I got on that. I'm up to the point where the tree starts to make the limbs. So I'm like right here in this little nook right there. So my plans on this is to stitch the tree first and then fill in all the other stuff. I love this pattern. It's so cute. I can get out of the frame so I just love it, love it. So that's what I worked on this week. Pretty busy week last week, but this week, I'm not sure why didn't I get very much stitching done this week. I just don't know. I just don't know. But I feel good about how far I got on the Stitchingly Ever After. And that's everything that I stitched on this week. I better put that back in my... Yeah, that's everything I stitched on. Okay, so I'll go ahead and start. I'm going to share everything that I have going on in my whips. So one of the ones that I started, and I made really good progress on this, and then all of a sudden for some reason I just couldn't get back to it. And it's Winter Rose Manor by Brenda Gervais, or Brenda Gervais. I'm not sure, do you pronounce the S? And I felt like I was making pretty good progress on this, and I forget what I'm stitching this on. Maybe I wrote it down in my cross stitch journal. Oh yeah, that just reminds me of something else that I wanted to ask. For a while I was pretty good. Winter Rose Manor. So this is on 36 count light mocha by Zweigart. It's a Zweigart. And I bought this from Hobby Lobby, this fabric from Hobby Lobby. And this is how far. So see, I was making pretty good progress, and then all of a sudden for some reason I just couldn't get back to it. I think I started putting more focus on my Christmas garden, which I feel like I've made pretty good progress on that. But I haven't worked on that enough. I worked on that Christmas garden. I did work on that the week before Christmas, or the week of Christmas, and I made pretty good progress on that. Guys, I didn't do a video last week, so I'm just kind of like lost as far as what I stitched on in that 2 weeks. And then this is a really old whip. I don't even think I have this written down in my cross stitch journal. I'll find a photo here somewhere. Really love this one. This is by Plum Street Sampler, Blackbird Fractor, by Paulette Stewart. This is over a year old. I think I started this in 2020, during the Halloween season. And I feel like if I just would get back and start stitching on it, I could get it done. Because this is how far I am with it. So yeah, I just really need to focus in on getting that one. Done. I forget what I'm stitching that on. But if you want to know, I'll look it up. Okay, so the next one, this is a really old whip too. Another one that I made good progress on and just couldn't get back to it. Frankter Flowers by Lottie Da. I love this pattern, it's so colorful. And this is how far I can tell. This looks like Wren. I was looking for Wren, and I think I was stitching this on Picture This Plus Wren. So, and that's how far. I just need to get back on it. Gosh, I remember sharing this on my video when my channel was Sage and Stitch. I remember working in this area, talking about how happy I was to get the part finished. But yeah, just another one that I need to get back to and finish it up. I don't think I have any whips that I plan on not doing or not finishing. This is another favorite one, one that I started I think in 2020, and it's The Land That I Love by Teresa Kogut. And I think I have pretty good progress on it. Actually haven't visited in a while. Nope. Just the top part. And I'm doing this on Sterling by Picture This Plus. So that's another one that I want to finish. I need to get back to you. So probably won't talk about plans 2022. Now I got to get used to writing 2022. Probably won't talk about plans in this video. Another one is, this is a fairly recent one. I started in 2021, and it's Grateful, Thankful, Blessed by Brenda Gervais. I feel like that light, there we go. And this is a really cute pattern. And I just couldn't get back to it. I started it and I just couldn't get back to it. But that's my progress. I remember doing the border because I wanted to start the house. So I did all the stitching around it so that I could count into the house and get started on it. So, and I'm doing that one on, I love this fabric. I forget what it is. I don't know. I don't think I wrote it down. Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. No, I didn't write it down. It's not in here. I need to figure that out and write that down. Okay, here is my Christmas garden by Blackbird Design. And I did stitch on this the week of Christmas because my goal was to finish it by Christmas, which didn't happen. But I made really good progress on it. This Christmas garden. Really beautiful pattern. I have seen some of others conversion, but I decided just to do the call for, because I love the soft colors in this particular design. Sorry, it's not ironed, but this is how far, whoops, I got it upside down. This is how far I got. I was feeling like, oh, I can do it, but yeah, I actually stitched that basket on, it was Christmas Eve. I was stitching on the basket and I was like, I'm not gonna make it. So maybe this year. If I can't get it finished by Christmas this year, then I don't know. I hope I will be able to. I don't see why not. I'm learning that if I just focus on that pattern, just focus on it and stitch on it, then I make really good progress. Here is another one I love, love, love. I started this one in probably October of 2020, and it's The Song of the Witches by Teresa Webendorfer of Vintage Needle Arts. And I made pretty good progress on it, I think. So that's another one that's close to a finish. I just get in there and get to stitching on it. And I'm using DMC. It called for a dark color. And I don't have them. Maybe it's here and I'm just not seeing it. The color. Nope, I'm not seeing it. But it called for like a charcoal color or whatever, and I decided to stitch it in DMC 154. So it's like this purple color. And I'm happy about that. And then 3 more. This one. Which one is this? Oh, see, I love this one. This is Boo Tree by The Primitive Hair. And I was making really good progress on this when I put it away because it was time to start stitching Christmas, but I got that far. I love this. Yeah, excited to get that one done, finished. I hope I'm not going too fast on this. I think I've only done one other whip braid. So here is my Long Dog Samplers, Live and Let Live. And this one's near finished. Just gotta get on it and get it finished. I love, love this pattern. And yes, I plan on getting another Long Dog Sampler. And this is how far. I'm doing it all in the call for the linen and threads. So that one's just about finished. I could probably focus on that for a week and get it done. And then finally, my, this is everything. This one is, I need a bigger, larger project bag for it. This is a PDF that I started on February of last year, Modern Folk Embroideries, a Fractor Love Sampler. And it's done on dark fabric with like a light color. And I kind of had a little bit of trouble figuring out what color of linen I wanted to do. and what color. This is my progress. I love the birds. It's so pretty. And he has a couple of other patterns that I love that I want to start. I was fixing to show, oh, I can't remember what, I don't think I wrote it down in here. I gotta get better at writing down my fabrics. Christmas garden. A lot of these I've already finished. I don't have it written down, so I need to figure that one out, what fabric that is. But he has a couple patterns that I knew I'm going to stitch one of these days. I think one of the goals that I would like to shoot for this year is to join a stitch along. And I'd also like to attend a stash unload. I've never attended one. So those are a couple things that I would like to do this year. And that's all my whips. Yeah, so those are all my whips, everything that I worked on last year, everything that I have started, which I feel pretty good about. It's not that many, because I want to get them finished. I love each and every pattern, so just want to get them finished. The next thing I want to share, just a couple of things that I made the last couple of weeks. This is just a bag that I put together with the curved top. So for like a year, I had lost my knitting needles. I had purchased them online. My Chiogu, my knitting needles. So I had purchased ones and twos because I wanted to make a pair of socks. And I wasn't able to start those because I misplaced my needles. So I found my needles last week. So I had moved my sewing room from one room to this larger room. And I think what happened was it got lost during the packing up. But I was able to start my first sock. And this is how far that I've gotten on it. And now I've actually stitched the heel. So now I'm ready to start curving the heel and attaching it to the sock. So just doing it in this colorway. So that's fun. So far, so good. So the next part's gonna be interesting. But I made a bag for that, and so I made it out of this 4-leaf clover because I found out that I'm Irish. So I did that. So I had done Ancestry's DNA thing, and the first time they told me that my DNA showed that I was British and Scandinavian. And then it switched. Like 2 months later, I was something totally different, which really frustrated me. So my daughter, my youngest daughter, had done 23andMe, my oldest daughter too. And they weren't switching hers. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to do 23andMe. And it come back that I am like 90% British Irish. So I was like, you gotta be kidding me. No, so British Irish, and then French German, which is a really small amount, but it's kind of interesting because my husband did his. I better not share it because I didn't ask, but yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna make this bag out of 4-leaf clovers. Another thing that I made this past week, so I enjoy making different style bags, and I'd made a few wallets, and I've made handbags, and so I have a small purse. I had purchased a wallet a couple years back that was perfect size because I like to carry a small purse. I don't like to carry a big bulky purse. I usually wear it like a cross strap, and my purse is only like 8 inches wide. And so I had purchased a wallet that fit in there really good, but the wallet wore out. And so I had made a couple wallets that just wasn't big enough for me. So I carry a lot of stuff in my wallet, which is the bulk of everything in my purse. But so this past week, I kind of struggled with the little wallet for a long time. And I was able to find some time to actually make me a larger wallet, which is larger than what I like, but I made this wallet for myself this past week. So it has the card slots and it has a couple pockets here and here, and then a change purse with the inset zipper. So that was pretty fun. I enjoyed this pattern. A lot of times different patterns call for different ways to finish it, and so really enjoyed that pattern. Okay, just a couple of things that I got for Christmas for my children that I really love. And I got a sewing box, which I like to have a box next to me on the sofa where I stitch, so that I can put everything in there because we have dogs and I don't like to leave like my chocolate candy laying out and stuff like that, because if they got a hold of it, it would make them really sick. So I like to have a box of sorts, and my daughter got it for me and I just love it. It has a little tray that goes in there. So I have just a tray that I can, and it sits like, you can see my candy, but the tray just sits in the top of it like that. And then it has, these are at Joann's, and I've walked by these and saw these several times thinking, I should get me one of those. That would be like probably a good idea. So I was glad she got it for me. But it has a little pocket right here, and then a little needle pin cushion. Yep, and then it closes up with a magnet. So really love that. I've been using the heck out of that this last week. And then another thing that I got from Christmas that I wanted to mention, my youngest daughter, I love it when they get me stuff that I can use in my sewing room and with my cross stitch. Makes me happy. But my youngest daughter got me this tin, and it says The Tale of Peter Rabbit. I love anything to do with rabbits. So has like rabbits all the way around. And on the inside, I was like, oh, what is this? So I opened it up, and it's just this massive amount of clips. And I use these a lot in my sewing room for quilting and making bags, so that was fun. The other thing that I wanted to share, so I love gummy bears. I always keep a bag of gummy bears next to me when I'm stitching and watching TV. I used to eat M&Ms, but I had to stop that, so now I eat gummy bears. But my son and his wife got me this huge gummy bear. I just can't imagine eating this. So you just, take a big bite out of it. I don't know. But I just thought it was funny. We all had a good laugh about it. But that is a huge gummy bear. And it's cherry flavor, my favorite. I don't like the green ones. But, yep, so that was fun. All right, so enough of that. Let's see, how far in are we? 29 minutes. Oh, not too bad. Okay, so I have the January project bag bundle for the giveaway, and I actually made it today, just before doing my video. And I'll just show them right quick. And so this is for January's giveaway. So I love the flowers, and it's so bright and cheerful. And then it has the Notions bag, of course, with the same fabric on the inside. And then we also have the padded bag. Oh, D.O. Tuman, I got your message, and I will get that bag sent out to you right away. So this is the padded bag. It's the back, and then it has the yellow on the inside, the yellow fabric. So I wanted to, so I didn't have the regular quilting stuff that I use usually in bags. So I had this, some quilt batting that I use in my quilts, and it's kind of thick. So the padded bag is a little bit thicker than usual, but it's comfy. So yeah, if you guys will just mention the word January in your comment. You got to be 18. You have to be 18 years or older to participate via per YouTube rules. Because you have to share your address with me if you win, so I can mail them to you. I'd like it if you're a subscriber, and if you will like my video, and just mention the word January in your comment, and you enter a chance to win those. I give a project bag bundle away each month. Yeah, so I think that's everything, guys. I'm so sorry. I kind of rushed through my whip parade, but next week I will announce the winner for the project bag bundle, and I'm gonna work this week on what my plans are. I don't participate in Whip Go anymore because I just don't stitch fast enough. It takes me a little while to get things going. I guess Whip Go is great. I actually was thinking about participating again this year, and I may still do it. I may still go back and do the chart and everything, but for now. But next week I will discuss plans for this coming year. I hope you guys had a wonderful week. I hope you have a great week coming up, that you get some good stitching time in. So take care and be safe, and I will see y'all next Saturday. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers too. All right, thank you. I'll see you next week.